Welcome to Killarney Vale for our second game of the day, which is our Women's Cup battle here, as we see celebrations about to kick off for the Anzac Day ceremony. Wonderful first game, of course. Killarney Vale getting over the line easily there for that Men's Cup game. And the Women's will be kicking off very shortly as we have a look at this absolutely outstanding jumper being worn by the Entrance Bateau Bay. They've had this one done up especially for the day, and as I welcome Corey Hopper into the mix, doesn't that outfit look absolutely sensational, Job?
It says Anzac Day spirit and tradition as clear as anything. That is just a beautiful design, wonderful colours, and a great choice by the Entrance Bateau Bay to herald the pioneering match of Anzac Day footy here on the Central Coast. And as a Central Coast native, I am so thrilled that we've finally been able to follow suit with our northern region counterparts and have a traditional Anzac Day game here in our part of our football league. It is just terrific and a great place to be hosting it as well. The Killarney Vale Football Club have gone all out and pulled off another wonderful day here at Adelaide Street Oval. They have one win to their name so far and will desperately be trying for another one here, albeit against a ferocious and fast advancing Entrance Bateau Bay women's program here.
They are just all strong, aren't they? The last two premierships, going for three in a row, and they've already started this season with a couple of absolute wallopings as well, while we get ourselves set up for the thing.
It's a beautiful part of it, Shane, isn't it? This Anzac Day tradition, a small ceremony. We pay our respects, our minute silence.
Before we get into the ceremony, that is what we're looking at now. This is number one on the ladder versus number 5. 238 points for already this year, Killarney Vale. They're goal-kicking maestros. 2-0. Last time they won by over 135 points. They are going to be a tough contest today. So we will be taking this coverage live, and apologies in advance. Our microphone is pointed in one direction. We may not hear everything maybe as crystal clear as we'd like, but stand by. We'll bring you all the vision of what is a very special ceremony here. And absolutely fantastic. We did have a little smaller ceremony before the men kicked off, but this time we've got both the men's and the women's teams out there, and it looks absolutely on fire.
Doesn't it look tremendous? And a fitting way to pay our respects.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, players, officials, members of our community to envisage property oval Adelaide Street home with the Mighty Bombers. My name is Michael McLeod. I'm an ex-serving member with 12 years service. Before we begin the Women's Premier Division game between Killarney Vale Bombers and the Entrance Bateau Bay Blues, I would like to invite Brooke Turner to provide the welcome to country address.
Hi, my name is Brooke Turner and I'm a proud Gumbunya woman. We stand here this afternoon on Dark and Young land, and we acknowledge the traditional owners of the country that we are on and recognise their continuing connection to land, waters and culture. We pay our respect to elders past, present and emerging.
Thanks, Brooke. We'd also like to extend a special welcome to Wallara Point Physical Culture, Tuggerah Lakes Physical Culture, Central Coast Commemoration Guard, and not to mention all the players and supporters of the Killarney Vale Bombers and Bateau Bay Footy Clubs to the pre-game Anzac service. Thank you. On behalf of Hunter AFL, Emily Brown would like to say a few words.
Today is more than just a game of footy, it's a moment of reflection, respect and unity. It's an incredible honour to play on Anzac Day, and a day that holds deep meaning for communities across the country. We pause to remember the courage, sacrifice and spirit of those who came before us, values that continue to shape us today. From the elite level right down to grassroots footy, players, clubs embrace this day with a shared sense of respect. Whether it's in front of thousands or here at this local oval, the meaning remains the same. We play not just for ourselves, but with recognition for everyone greater. To have 4 clubs within our league come together today in the Hunter Central Coast is a special achievement. It speaks strength of our football community and the role football plays in bringing people together. These are marks that make our game strong. It's not just a matter of the scoreboard, but it's the memories we make along the way. Best of luck to Killarney Vale, the Entrance Bateau Bay today in your games. Represent not only your club but the entire league with pride, respect and the spirit that defines this day. Thank you.
Thanks, Emily. Guard Commander, please present the Memorial Guard.
Unit! For those that left, never to return. For those that returned, that were never the same. Attend up! Guard will fix bayonet. Fix. Bayonet. On. And up. Smoke arm. Colour party. Fair standard. Unit will turn to the left. Left turn. Clear! Unit, hold! Colour party, order, standard. Guard, order, up! Guard. Unit, stand at ease. Your parade, sir.
Guard Commander, please mount the catapult party.
Sir. Catapult party. Turn up. Catapult party will unfix bayonet. Unfix. Bayonet. Head. Head up. Float arm. Present arm. Yes.
This service is a special occasion where we remember those who have fought in wars and died for our country. They protected our nation so we can live in peace and freedom today. Today, as we gather to honour the spirit of Anzac, we also express our deepest appreciation for those currently deployed in the Middle East and around the world whose courage and dedication embody the very values ago. Their commitment to peace and service reminds us of the ongoing sacrifices made in the name of unity and compassion. Before dawn on the 25th of April 1915, 111 years ago, the first soldiers of the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps landed on the shores of the Gallipoli Peninsula. The Allies' mission was to destroy Turkish guns that were preventing naval ships from reaching and bombarding the Turkish capital, Constantinople. If they succeeded, Turkey might be forced out of the war and Germany would lose an important ally. Some 2,000 Australians were killed or wounded on the 25th of April. It was a day of confusion and fear. At Anzac Cove, the Australians were the first to land. They advanced less than a mile in some places, so they could go no further. For the next 8 months, the campaign was a stalemate. In December, the Anzacs were evacuated, but by then about 8,700 Australians and almost 2,700 New Zealand soldiers had been killed. There were some of at least 130,000 soldiers of both sides who lost their lives at Gallipoli. Anzac Day has been one of the most important dates in Australia's calendar since 1916. At first, it gave people a chance to honour the original Anzacs, the Australians and New Zealanders who fought on Gallipoli. Then came a day for those who had served in the First World War, with Australians experiencing the Second World War, and wars, conflicts and peacekeeping operations that have followed. Anzac Day has become an occasion to honour all who have worn our country's uniform in service. Today we reflect on that service and we recognise more than 100,000 Australian service men and women who have lost their lives in military operations carried out in our own country's name. We honour the values that have been invested in the original Anzacs: courage, endurance, mateship and sacrifice. I invite Ian Granlund to read the poem In Flanders Fields by John McCrae.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael. In Flanders fields the poppies blow, beneath the crosses, row on row. Mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing by. Scarce heard amid the guns below, we are the dead, short days ago. We lived, we felt, saw sunset glow, loved and we were loved, and now we lie in Flanders field. Take up your quarrel with the foe, to you from the failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high, if we break faith, with us who die. We shall not sleep through poppies grow in Flanders fields.
Thank you. I'd like now to please any tributes to move forward, please. I now invite Sam Livings to recite the Ode of Remembrance.
Thank you. They went with songs to battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end, against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemned. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget.
Thank you, Sam. Please stand if you can for the sounding of the last toast, followed by a minute's silence, and then followed by the sounding of the rouse.
Colour party. 10 up.
Lest we forget. Please remain standing now for the national anthem of New Zealand, followed by the Australian national anthem, which will be sung by Neil Kelleher.
Catapult party. Present arms.
Australian sons, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you. Guard Commander, please dismount the catapult party.
Catapult party. Good up. Arms. Catapult party will fix bayonets. Fix. Bayonet. Up. Get up. Slope. Arms. Colour party. Bear standards. Leading off with the Australian flag, followed by the New Zealand flag. Quick!
Service this afternoon. Thank you very much, everyone, for attending. Thank you.
Well, the Anzac Day football match tradition is being embraced in full here on the Central Coast for the first time. And we are at Adelaide Street Oval, home of the mighty Killarney Vale Bombers, and we are midway through our Anzac Day celebrations with a wonderful game already under our belts and an even better one, no doubt, about to commence. We're about to take place with the Black Diamond Cup Women's Division, top tier women's footy in our local competition at its very best, the AFL Hunter Central Coast. And it's a stirring tribute just now coming to an end to recognise our great Anzac and past wartime servicemen and women, and it was done in beautiful fashion indeed. Great faith, so much grace, and no doubt that type of spirit will translate to the two sides who are about to take place, combatants in today's Match of the Round broadcast. Of course, we have another Anzac Day broadcast coming to you from Warners Bay, Fayon Oval, where the Warners Bay Bulldogs and the Cardiff Hawks clash on this beautiful, wonderful, important day. But right now, our concerns rest with the Killarney Vale Bombers and the Entrance Bateau Bay Blues, as we have a bit of a look at Women's Cup around the place. Killarney Vale at the entrance, Warners Bay and Cardiff, and of course next week a split round. This week, round 3, taking place over 2 weekends. Nelson Bay hosts Newcastle City, and Maitland will host Terrigal Avoca. So a great round overall over 2 weekends for Women's Cup.
Yeah, isn't it a bonus, Chop? We get almost an extra week of footy. Only one round, you get 2 weeks. How good's that?
I love that. I wish that happened every week.
Yeah, and how good was that ceremony? God, it just commemorates such a special moment. Obviously, all our servicemen and women that have done it from any of the conflicts across our proud history. We really recognise them today and commemorate all they've done for the quality of life we have. And just a very special moment for me, and I love that.
Absolutely spot on, Shane. You're absolutely spot on. It's the way we should do it, and if we get an opportunity to the privilege of having a match day on Anzac Day, then that's exactly the way it should be handled. And hats off to the Killarney Vale Football Club. They put on a wonderful day here, and the fans have turned out in droves. It is just thick with human beings down there out the front of the club rooms and underneath here at the function rooms for Killarney Vale. As we have a look at the screen, another wonderful feature from the Scene Productions. As we stream this live to you, Killarney Vale Bombers are 2-0 this year, sitting firmly on top of the ladder. The Entrance Bateau Bay Blues 1-1, a fast improving Women's Cup division side are the Blues after just a couple of seasons in the comp. 2 wins and 1 win respectively. 238 points in favour of the Killarney Vale Bombers. Many of those largely coming from Mia Wheelbags, I'm calling her from now on, because you can guarantee she will kick a bag. Probably today, and if she does, well, I win a bet. That kind of loses a bet, one way or the other, but we can't wait to see. Chock-loaded with talent, both of these sides, Shane.
Yeah, they are, and especially that KV side. They have got strong contenders all over the ground. They didn't need to bring too much talent in this year because they already had some. They got a player or two here or there, but they are just based around that same spine that we know and love. You know, Brooke Turner's going to be running off, well, probably the half-back line at a guess.
Is she playing? I don't know if she's on the list. I saw her not in her footy
well,
gear out there.
Well, there you go. She did just do the Welcome to Country, but you're right. She may be wearing long pants now you mention it.
Certainly played a role here today, but I think we'll find out on that because that's a big omission if she's not playing. But they've got plenty of depth to cover that, that's for sure.
Yes.
I had, Shane, when you're a fan of somebody or you have a great respect or admiration for somebody, but then you meet them and they turn out to be even better than you expected. Well, I had that joy with Kristen Kessler, who I now call Kess because we're on that level of terms now.
Not just first name basis, but nickname basis.
Yeah, she joined me on the Mixed Grill for a chat last night, which you'll see as soon as I work out how to put it online. But you'll get to see it. I think it's on my YouTube page. But just great human, really warm, which belies her ferocity out there on the field. So make no mistake, Kess will have a great game today after winning the Women's Division Championship last year. Number 1 in the league. And of course, Mia, do you know there's a condition called hypodynamia? Hypodynamia. Strangely, it's a decrease in strength and power, which is the exact opposite to the one Mia we've got out there, who is both hyper and dynamic, and look to her to kick her 3rd straight bag of goals here at Adelaide Street Oval, her home ground. Not without their champions themselves, the Entrance Bateau Bay. Keep your eye on number 6 vice-captain Evie Walkerton, probably the most exciting young player in the women's division for my pick. Keep your eye on her. She'll do some damage out there today, there's no doubt. About to get underway. Moments away, Women's Cup. Here we go, Adelaide Street Oval, Anzac Day. The spirit is fierce and the game will be sensational. First kick going out towards the wing here, heading out towards the commentary box. We've got a one-on-one, a trip over, no free kick doing, and the Blues are the first hold of the ball through Jessica Mackey. She kicks it forward, trying to gain some ground. Scrimmage now, high hand pass, mopped up on that occasion by the Bombers, and they are moving already. Kick down, back from whence the ball had came. Scramble at ground level. Mackey's in amongst it again. She looks like she'll be a highlight for the Blues today, and gets the ball again. Quickly gets a hand pass away, finds the boundary line, and a good result in the end. Keep your eye out also for Jasmine Mandy, number 25. She is the partner of one Pat Murphy, who we just saw play a very solid game of football for the men's division, albeit in a losing side. But I imagine those two must maybe train at home together because they're both a couple of absolute guns. So Jasmine Mandy, one to watch for the Blues today. As the mark this time taken by the Bombers, and they've gone inside their first foray into their 50. That kick was by Jacqueline Green, who was the 3rd goal kicker, or actually equal second with Kristen Kessler for the Bombers, and equal second on the league tally too, Shane. So Daryl Luck finds a free kick, holding the ball. So good ferocious start for the Blues. The Bombers will be the much fancied favourites going into this game, sitting firmly on top of the ladder. But make no mistake, the Blues are fast closing the gap on many teams, and they will put in a very fierce opposition. But on this occasion, it's Cass, my mate. Kristen Kessler, my mate. I picked her early to get the women's medal last year, and she came through for me. And I'm a big fan of the way she goes about it, spending more time in the forward line this year and doing well for it too. Her return now 7 goals for the year with that one, and opening up the account for the Killarney Vale Bombers minutes into the first quarter.
Yeah, the reigning Elliot Davey medalist making a statement early in this one. You're right, it did look as though Bateau Bay were holding up quite nicely, but then within a flash. And that's how they do it.
Well, we saw it in the men's
Bombers,
game.
they can go quick.
Their structures have always been very good in the women's comp, of course, under the tutelage of Brad Edwards, who's a legend here at the football club as a player and now doing great work as the women's coach, heading up that department. And they've been the league leaders for a few seasons now. And for my mind, they look. I'm not too sure. We'll have to have a good look at it, but it looks like they haven't taken any rest from last season as reigning premiers. As the ball back inside the Killarney Vale Bombers forward 50. Looming over the top of that is Jade Batten, a new face for the Bombers by the look of it. And a free kick going to Batten there. They're going to batten down the hatches here. She's got an option out wide. And a great kick. Easy mark taken by Squires of the Emerson variety. Weighs up her options. Slight miss kick, didn't quite go where she wanted it to. May turn fortuitous nonetheless. Batten can't grab hold of it. Grabbed hold by the Dower defence of the Blues, and a mark taken. I think turned out that Kayla Adam Heron just happened to be in the right spot at the right time. Long kick, surging, trying to find a way out of that forward 50 of the Bombers. It's always dangerous when it's there. Looming, picking up the ball there, and a kick and goal is offline, but another shot and strike at it by the Bombers shows and proves their forwards are sprightly and lively today, Shane.
Yes, they'll be keen to enjoy it's good conditions for a forward. Beautiful sunny days, barely a breath of wind out there now too.
Great mark.
Perfect conditions for goal kicking.
Sorry, Shane, didn't mean to cut you off, but Molly Jackson's effort needed to be noted. Yeah, go say again.
Yeah, just great conditions for goal kicking. Beautiful sunny day, no wind. They're at home, the Bombers too, right in front of the club rooms now too, as that one goes long and doesn't get the bounce, but peppering the goals early.
Jasmine Rivers kicking long there, but getting a point. Shane, so good weather for kicking goals. Must have been why I never kicked any goals. It was always raining and blustery and muddy, and I'm a rubbish goal kicker.
Yeah,
things
I think
like
I had a bit of that as well. I did get one goal in my career. May have bounced above the knee, but if the goal umpire didn't see it, I wasn't telling him.
I was too busy feeding him to players like Morris Goolagong and Pete Van Dam.
Killarney Vale really just locking the ball in here now, not giving Entrance Bateau Bay the opportunity to get it out. And they put the pressure right back on.
Got the ball now, the Bombers. They look very fleet of foot, but there's Evie Walkerton. She's grabbed hold of it and cleared it of the dangerous 50-metre area. But the Bombers have players afield, and they raffle it out, a succession of hand passes, and then a kick. Finds the ball in the hands of Bender. No, that's not Bender, that's Squires. And they were inside their 50 again now. Batten's been active early, but she'll get a free kick here. Did not have full control of the ball, I think. Oh, no, is it the Blues getting the kick? Yeah, the Blues have the kick.
Oh, no, I think it's going back to
That is going to
Batten.
Yep. So Batten with the kick here. Don't know too much on the profile of this new player.
She's got plenty of ink, I know that.
Certainly does. And it makes it easy for a commentator to pick new players out. So thank you very much for that, Jade. Appreciate that. Ball now with the Bombers. Kick inboard. Looking for the player there, and that being Gracie Durick, the tall forward and ruck player for the Bombers. Raffling the ball off now. Trying to get good, clean possession here. Good effort by the Blues. They've got numbers here. Walkerton's first to it at ground level. She's fleet of foot, but she is bundled out of it illegally, says the umpire. A free kick going to Walkerton. She's not going to take the kick, though. Opportunistic snaffle by a teammate there to get that stat. And rightly so too. Kick down to the wing. No mark taken. Ball's at ground level now. The girls thunder in after it. Blues are doing well in these congested situations. Just going to make sure they've got outside runners to feed the ball to and keep moving it in their direction. We'll have a ball up now as the ball's held up here. Squires, I think, there got better of it in that ruck duel. So now a kick forward. It's going to find the boundary line before anything else. And we'll have a throw in. So inside the forward 50, Shane, so no free kick given. In fact, I'd have to say the rodeo rule hasn't really felt like it's played too much of a part in today's...
Yeah, I was going to say that. I thought that bounced in, and sure enough it did. The field umpire saying it might be out of bounds of the full, but the boundary umpire right on the mark there, calling it well too.
Doing a great job, the young fellow. We love that. He is. Coming off the back end of Community Umpire Week. And here we go, the Bombers running into a goal. Just composure. And you will not believe who kicked it. One hyperdynamia. Mia Wilson.
Well, there's one.
There's one there. And Mia Wilson coming off 2 bags. That's a succession of 5 goals or more in a game. She's on 13 for the season in 2 rounds. That's 14 now for the season, and I'm just going to say it now. She's on bag rating form.
Yeah, she really is, isn't she?
She is. She is indeed. And Brendan Lloyd for the men's kicked out 3 bags in successive games, which I'm still trying to work out what we call that. Like a triple bar, black sheep or something.
Triple bar, okay.
Yeah, and if Mia does the same thing today, then Killarney Vale end up getting a double triple bar black sheep, which is...
You've lost me.
It's actually impossible to do, I thought. But anyway, back to the game. Scramble in the middle now. And a foot race. No one really getting ascendancy at this stage. There's a bit of a scramble, a scuffle, a tackle, and now a ball up will take place. As the midfielders work their way around this clearance situation. Pick up off the ground now. Effective by the Blues. Just can't get away from the leech-like properties of the defensive work from the Killarney Vale Bombers. Albeit without the blood. Tap down now. Good toe poke to try and gather some space there. That was well done by Butler. She plays a great inside midfield role there. Kicks it wide. A one-on-one foot race. Bundled out of it was the Blues player Ashley Fitzgerald, but illegally, says the umpire. So Ashley takes her kick. Almost effective, except it bounces in front of a rampaging Sasha Edwards. Her hand pass out wide is effective, and now the Blues have work to do to arrest control of the ball back in their favour. They do so well, and that was neatly done. Madeline Shaw, I think, got the hand pass out on that occasion. Oh. What a tackle by Evie Walkerton. Goodness me. Resembled a lion chasing down a gazelle. That was outstanding. Her kick unfortunately touched off the boot and falls short, so the Bombers arrest control of it again. Squires toe pokes it forward. Coming down the line on the wing, finds Mia Wilson. She's a long way from home. Doesn't mean she can't kick it from there though. One bounce, great pick up by Kess. She hand passes further afield, finds Page, who's another noted goal kicker. Kicks it to the hot spot now. They've got work to do here, the Blues. They will be capable. Batten, desperate to get hold of it for the Bombers. Toe poking it to advantage. Hand pass out wide back to Wilson. And now it's in the hands at that time. Was that? I don't know who that player was, number 25. But Batten, scramble, illegally moved out of the contest there. Unfortunately for the Blues. And Batten will get the kick now. And Jessica Mackey was the one who had hold of Batten before she had full control of the ball. So a bit unlucky. Looked like a pretty even contest there. But we'll get a good look at Batten's set shot technique. About 25, 30 out. Pulls it to the near side. So just the minor score there by Batten, but she's certainly been lively early on in the game. And another prize recoup for the Bombers by the look of it, Shane.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she's maybe new to AFL too. She looks like she's certainly got some skills, but
she's got some vigour.
Possibly not played a huge amount of games.
Yeah, well, we'll see if we can get some history on her as the ball comes back into play. Good desperate stuff there by the Blues. I'm impressed with Evie Timmermans on that occasion. Unfortunately, there's more Bombers than Blues outside of that kicking range. And Kessler now kicks it inboard. She finds Thompson. It's a hot potato now, the football. First tour to the Blues. Tia Reid has done very well there, holding up the ball and creating another stoppage. So just got to link a few hand passes together, the Blues, and get the ball out of that congested area. We know they're a very skillful side, the Bombers, and one of the things about being in an advanced women's program they're at the stage where they're fine-tuning skills rather than even learning the game itself, where I think to a great extent there'll be a lot of players at Bateau Bay who are still, maybe new to the game or haven't had a lot of football experience. So it means that they're developing at different paces as well. And a great contested mark. There's a perfect example of it right there, Shane, and I feel for Tam Thacker.
Yeah.
I really feel for her.
It was just a step, but she did step over the mark, so she did play on. So
and
great game awareness. That's Wilson, I think, there, isn't it, with the ball?
Brilliant. That little display basically perfectly described what I was just suggesting. Mia Wilson, very experienced, knows her way around a football field. There's no learning the laws for Mia Wilson. She's fine-tuning the very depth skills she's already got. Those
sort of forward line tackles. Won them a premiership last year, didn't they? That tackle from Wilson was the one that actually got them the cup last year. So she's right on it.
On the flip side, Tam Thacker took a great contested mark against her and just stepped over the mark, not knowing to push back off that mark yet. So no doubt she knows it now, and she looks like she'll be a very good acquisition for the Blues. Scramble below the knees, hand pass out Wilson. Now just trying to toe poke it forward with the Blues. Free kick's been found, and they've been rewarded here. Nicely done. So that kick being taken, was that Hannah Williams? Gets her kick away. No mark taken by Indiana Martin, and instead the Bombers are all over it. Ball's incoming. Wilson bundled out of that contested marking situation. Batten's ferocious. She just wants every loose ball down there, which is great. Evie Walker, and look at that show of pace. Unfortunately, for her, superstar Bethany Wood ran her down and dispossessed her before she got the kick away. But the game's moved on from that moment. Kessler, series of hand passes, ends up with Wilson, who's in the exact right spot, and gets her second for the day.
No, she didn't. That was a point. She should have. She was right in front. I don't know what happened, but she missed.
We do know
that one to the right.
You know what? We do know this about Mia Wilson. Remember, that was quite a thing last year where she struggled getting anything within 20 metres through, but anywhere from 20 to 50 metres she nailed. She's known for long range. She's like an intercontinental ballistic missile the way she kicks. And the ball now out the wing. Bombers moving it nice and cleanly by hand. Trying to caught just as she reloaded the recoil by Rachel Crane to get that hand pass out, and she was caught, wasn't she? Unlucky.
Yeah, well, it was 1-on-4 too. Kess outnumbered there, but she had the goods. Unfortunately, the kick wasn't so great. She's put that out of bounds on the full.
So, luckily for the Blues, they let off there, and they're back in the fray now. Good kick by Walker, and Walker has been active already today, hasn't she? That's Jasmine Mandy there. She goes across the face of goal, looking for a teammate in Kayla Adam Heron. She gets it on the boot quickly, great mark, made up some ground there. That was Arja Long. This is the captain for the Blues, so we'll expect something great from her. She's quite bandaged up. And it's very fitting on an Anzac Day game, isn't it? Have a few bandages here and there. As Arja Long, but her kick cut off by the Bombers. Drop mark there on that occasion by Squires. And she's dispossessed of the ball. Well done by Arja Long. So good captain's knock there. Good kick. She finds a target. Calming in there with Sasha Edwards. She ran it down very quickly. She takes off as she so often does. 1-2 hand pass, she's in the fray. Hand pass back inside now with Squires again. Now the kick for the Bombers. Going into a handy position, running onto it beautifully as Wood. Wheels around to her right boot, long kick. A little off direction though, she was looking for Wilson. It's an easy thing to do. Wilson gets a tackle, it's effective. Bounces on the half volley of the ball. Creates an opportunity there, but the boundary line beats them all in the long run. We'll have a throw in here. Dangerous spot for the Blues, but they are standing tall for the time being. They'd like to get a score early.
Oh.
Another behind the Bombers, so they're peppering the
You
goals
know,
a little.
you'd take being 16 points down going into quarter time too, just quietly if you're the Blues.
Certainly would. But what have got 3 minutes to go in this quarter? If they can maintain this, even snavel a little one for themselves, I think it'll be a mission accomplished for first quarter, that's for sure. As Brown does very well to follow up her own ball. Topped off now. They've dispossessed them and turned the ball over. That was a clever decision there. Little toe poke gains 30 or 40 metres. Walkerton on her own. She needs teammates to be helping there. And unfortunately, that's how the Bombers are able to arrest control of the ball and create another opportunity for themselves. There's the long kick forward. No mark taken on that occasion. It was Jurek who died for that. Jacqueline Green, I think, actually. More to the point. So a scramble, ball gets put up, Arja Long gets it in her hand, she's held without it, and she'll get a free kick, says umpire Darryl Luck, one of our finest serving umpires of all time here in the region. Little cheerio out there to Darryl. On this Anzac Day match, is Long playing an active role for her side at the Entrance Bateau Bay. Kicks it out wide. Swooping in there is Squires. She handballs inboard. Batten now in a foot race with Jackson. But lo and behold, it's Kristen Kessler who arrives. But a free kick's been found. Jackson harshly dealt with, says the umpire. And she'll get a free kick for her efforts. Well, she got up a little gingerly then, but I think she's okay. What's the umpire saying?
Downfield, I think.
Downfield.
I miss why the ball's been moved down, but it has.
Well, for whatever the reason, valuable ground has been made here for the Entrance Bateau Bay Blues.
Yeah, they've got just over a minute, so they could press here for a
if they can pounce,
late score.
If they can pounce, would be very good for them, especially momentum going into the second quarter as Walker and dispossessed of the ball, mob tackled, and the Bombers have it again now. Quick hand pass out wide. That's a great tackle. Or a great push in the back, whatever you want, depending on the way you look at things. Squires gets the free kick, looking for Kessler on the wing. This is where she loves to roam. She'll take off, quick bounce. Kristen Kessler, the women's champion from last season, kicks it into great position kick into the advantage of Batten. She just needs to get control of the ball. Paddles it to her advantage, does that expertly like she's done it before, but she's tackled and dispossessed. That was a free kick. Nothing doing, says the umpire. Little bit of leeway given, I would imagine, on that occasion, as the Bombers swoop in and send it forward again. This time, Golich has a chance to get it for the Blues. She's tackled, but gets it not before she gets her hand pass to her captain. Long sidesteps, gets a boot into the kick, stays up in the air for a long time, the ball, didn't it? And it becomes worrying when you camped underneath it, and I'm not sure what that was for, but...
This will be after the siren by the time she kicks this, if she holds on to it.
Whatever it was, Darryl will be right. And that is all she wrote for quarter one, Shane Darwin. The women's game on Anzac Day is well and truly underway, and a solid defence put up there by the Entrance Bateau Bay. For most pundits, it would have been safe to assume Killarney could have got out to a bigger lead than that in the first quarter, but I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing with the Bateau Bay Blues girls. There is most certainly a marked improvement with them, but what's in store for the rest of the day? Adelaide Street Oval will reveal that to you in the coming quarters. We'll take a quick break and be back with round 2 of round 3.
goals for? One job. One job. Does he want the deep shot? You want me to come and do it for you? Take the training wheels off now. Hey, Ryan, go have another beer. That's the problem, isn't it?
That's not skipping.
Welcome back. We've come back a little early before quarter two of the women's division cup division match to have a little chat with a stellar performer today and a much loved character in the commentary box. There's no doubt about that. Lachlan Henderson, who was on the Mixed Grill Chat show last night, and I don't know, something must have rubbed off because he's just pounced out of the gates today and like an absolute gold nugget in between two towers, kicks 3 goals in an epic finish for the Killarney Vale Bombers, who really put themselves on display today. And as a result, Mel, maybe you know somebody personally in the commentary crew, I don't know, has picked up our Round 3 Scene Stealer Award as our most entertaining player out in the field today. And well done, mate. That was great. To follow up our little chat last night and have a close to best on-ground performance today, you must be thrilled.
Yeah, it was good. Thanks, by the way. Yeah, it was good. Credit to the boys in the middle for kicking it to me, even though they have 2 massive targets. So
Yep.
It's nice.
Yeah, and you know what the best part is, most comforting for you, when you did end up with the ball in your hand from a mark, there was no miskicking, mate. You were presenting beautifully today. And look, following on from the chat last night where you did say you're taking your football really seriously, feel good, and this is going to be a big year, you certainly proved it today, mate. It's hard to get goals in that forward line, but you are finding the way.
Yeah, no, it is tough, especially when you got Spoons and now Noodle as well.
Yep.
Like,
yeah,
and they're not dropping them either.
No, they're not.
Them, so it's hard to get a crumb.
You're not. You can't be a crummer when there's no crumbs. It's as simple as that. And you have invariably eventually won the argument between you and me as to whether you're a wingman or a forward. So congratulations on that, mate. I concede that well and truly. What's the difference this year? Is it your pre-season? Is it the way you're training? Is it just a different vibe at the club? Because I get the feeling that we're going to finally see the Lachlan Henderson that we have always knew was there.
Yeah, it's definitely my pre-season. I started my pre-season in September.
Right.
Yeah, so I just decided I wanted to actually get fit. I've never really been at the top of my game before, so yeah, really knuckled down and
mate, nothing more evident today. We mentioned it a few times as we watched you, and you were you ran that game out as if you'd only just stepped out on the field, which is real promising signs. Yeah. To be kicking multiple goals in a match where it really is centrally focused with those 2 spearheads, you read the ball off the half back really well, because that's where a lot of your drive seems to come from. Yep. Rebound footy at the Bombers is really alive and well structured at the moment, isn't it? Yeah,
it is. Yeah. We're always looking to go out the other side and move the ball well from there, because we have the speed, we've got the fitness now.
Yep.
So.
Well, you're pretty speedy yourself, mate. Your skills are sublime, and, mate, it looks like you're really coming into your own as a football player, and I'm absolutely thrilled. As someone who's worked with you in the past, mate, really good. It was, you actually genuinely earned this. You don't owe me anything for this award, this Scene Stealer Award, okay?
Thank you.
Great job, mate. Thank you, and thanks for chatting with us last night. Go and enjoy the victory. Yep.
Oh, lovely.
Lachlan Henderson, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, I call him Hendo Moto. He doesn't like that, but that's okay. He doesn't have to listen to it most weeks. So all the best, mate. Have a great season, and good luck to you and the Bombers for the rest of the year, bro.
All right, thanks, mate.
Cheers, bud. Bye. Lachlan Henderson, a young fellow close to my heart and certainly close to the Killarney Vale Bombers' faithful hearts, that's for sure, with his deft skills and capacity as a footballer this year, running into his own. Shane Darwin.
Yeah.
We're back here. Who will the scene stealer be for this match? A blue or a bomb? We'll wait and see. As the scramble continues in the middle, Bethany Wood, long-time champion for the Bombers, gets her right boot into it, sends it forward. We've got an opportunity now. The Bombers, succession of hand passes. Great follow-up play there. Back in the hands now, that's Mia Wilson. She's trying to wheel her way and find a passage to goal. And unfortunately, took a wrong turn somewhere along the line, ended up with a behind. So that's a couple of behinds to Wilson as well. One goal?
One goal, two, I think it is.
One goal, Kessler and Wilson, a goal apiece. 1 and 2 on the goal kicking tally. So a familiar tale here in the Women's Cup division match as it was in the men's, with the top 2 goal kickers being from Killarney. They are holding all the spots at the apex of every tally. Top of the ladder in the men's and women's comp. Top of the tally 1 and 2 in the men's and women's goal kickers. And continuing to forge a year. And here's one of them now. Speak of the Kessler, and she shall appear. Kristen Kessler, captain, reigning women's champion, and second on the goal kicking tally. Kicks her second. Will we see a bag from Kristen Kessler today?
Well, the way she's going, I wouldn't be surprised. She's had a fantastic start. She's really, well, she's just a class player, isn't she? She's shown that class a lot today. So, yeah, I expect to see her featuring in the goal kickers for the remainder of the day. I wouldn't be surprised if she did maybe sneak in a little cheeky bag.
Yes. We don't care what kind of bag, cheeky or otherwise. We will accept it because it's an exciting thing to see a player perform at that standard. It's a success of the entire team at the end of the day as Jackson from the Blues gets the clearance for the Entrance Bateau Bay. Contest on the wing, held without the ball, unfortunately. That was Tia Reid who had the player. Kicker is Holly Flack. She's a milestone player. I think this could be her 100th game. Could have been last week. I'll double check on that. I know her brother's roaming around here somewhere. About to forge a career in the NFL after reaching just about the top of all he could here in the Black Diamond. We could see him in American football before too long, which is a space to watch. Walkerton from the Blues sends one down into the forward 50. Picked up by the rugged defence of Caitlin Preston. She runs her full measure. Hand passes inboard. It's with Rivers now. Kicking outside of the danger zone are the Bombers. Jackson comes in to try and halt that advance. Should get a free kick here for kicking in danger, and does. So Jackson having a pretty good game so far for the Blues. And running over the mark, so just forgetting where she was momentarily there.
Yep, well, you've got to stand it. You've got to be still.
Yes, you do. You do. And an opportunity now, a very real opportunity now for Molly Jackson of the Entrance Bateau Bay to kick her first goal for the day and the Entrance first goal for the match. 20 out, pretty good angle. Distance did test her. It's dropped short by about 5 metres. It's almost inside the goal square. No goal will be the result, although the ball is still alive as the players scramble at ground level. Darryl Luck says, let's try again. So a ball up in a dangerous spot for the Bombers. They could concede a score here one way or the other. Jess Gollidge gets up there. She gets the first tap at it. Brings it down to the advantage of her inside midfielders. But it's just a scramble now, a virtual scrum. That kick barely travelled a metre in distance. They're under pressure now, under siege, the Bombers. It'll take everything they've got. And a good tackle laid. The Blues are doing very well to lock this ball in, this dangerous area, Shane.
Yeah, they are. This is what they've got to be. They've got to be ferocious, and I'm sure that was the message at quarter time. Just go out there and be competitive. We're not that far down on the scoreboard. We might be able to jag something and put a bit of pressure on.
Yes, absolutely. And they're doing that for sure. We've got 2 or 3 minutes here, and well, maybe I'm overestimating that, but it's been at least a minute that they kept it locked in this very dangerous spot and doing very well. Tap towards the boundary line. Sasha Edwards tries to do something about it. Is ineffective. Is she hurt? Did she go down hurt there? Or just went under the banner?
Bit of a stinger, but...
Okay, well, Sasha Edwards, keep an eye on that. Very good player for a long time.
I thought it was going the other way there for a second. I thought we were going to have another shot on goal, but it's going to Killarney Vale.
It's amazing how a free kick your way can take the sting out of a little injury like that. So a good succession of hand passes here. Jasmine Bender ends up with it, takes the kick. Almost marked by, that was Madeline Shaw, who's a real physical presence out there. But she almost took the head clean off the Bombers then. Taken, and Walkerton's on the end of it. She tries to send it from whence it came. Kessler's there. She's got running support. And the Squires. No, sorry, that was Leah Murphy on that occasion. Wheels around. Toe poke is good, effective. It's all Blues here. They've got to get around into the visual space of their teammate. Long hand passes it towards Walkerton, but the Bombers have had time to gather and muster the cavalry, and they come to the rescue. Good contested mark there, but the ball didn't travel the distance, so it's not paid on that occasion. That was Ashley Page who had the ball and brought it down. It's in the hands of Walkerton now for the Blues, so can they mount something from here? No mark taken. Picked up by the Bombers, but the Blues somehow get hold of it. They are just scrambling, and whether by foot, by grass or by hand, they're moving forward, the Blues, which is great. Run down tackle there. Is the free kick for the Blues. It's got to be.
It should be, yeah, yep.
I'm uncertain what to call it one way or the other too early, but it went the way it looked like it should have to me. So they're inside their forward 50 again now, the Blues. Opportunity, they are creating opportunity. Tia Reid does well. Keep going. And she looks towards goal. Did she kick it? Oh.
Yeah, she sort of stopped there for a second.
I think she might have thought she gave a free kick away. But that's exactly that learning the game phase, Shane, that I'm talking about. And very soon those players will be beyond that for Bateau Bay Blues. And when they're beyond that, all of a sudden that little balk doesn't happen and Tia Reid runs in and kicks a goal. Because that was great work up until that point, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Been a great first 7 minutes of this quarter for the Blues.
They did get a point, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
Yep. So that's another score at least. Not that we aren't expecting them. I imagine they'll kick a couple of goals before the end of today. Again, much like their men's side, they've got a good balance right across the field. Mia Wilson of that type would be very handy for the Entrance Bateau Bay Blues. In fact, one of those in men's and women's would really make a significant difference to where they're at right now. More so, I think, than what many would realise, because they do have a very good, positive, balanced spread of players right across the field, which, for the most part, can match the top-tier teams. Just the finishing is what eludes them at the moment. So throw in now, near side wing, Walkerton having a day out. Could be close to best on field at the moment. She's playing so well. Ball absolutely snatched from the Blues there inside their forward 50, and a great mark, good contested mark taken. Bombers maintain control of the ball. Very neatly done by Naylor. She kicks it in the centre square. Jackson, first one there from the Bombers. She's mob tackled, can't get rid of it. And a ball up. Hard done by there, jeepers. Barely had a opportunity to get rid of it, but the umpires see it a lot closer than I do, and been blowing the whistle longer than I have. Kicked by the Bombers. Long, surging, looking for Page. Page gets it. Wheels around on the right boot, sends a long one in, and beautifully weighted for Mia Wilson.
Well, she's maybe in her sweet spot now this time, Chop.
Yes.
Not too close, not too far.
Just right, the Goldilocks zone,
Goldilocks
is
zone.
it? Yeah. All right then. Well.
And now we've given her the commentator's curse. She's out of bounds on the full.
She's right on it, I reckon, Shane. She's right on that too close space.
Good pass.
Just so nice to see players selflessly bringing their other teammates into the field, especially new players to the club. as Batten gets a additional penalty, which will all but guarantee a goal here. And there it is. So Batten chalks up her first for the day, and well deserved too. She's been a real competitor in the forward line.
Yeah, we'll have to find out a bit more about her. Like, I've got a feeling she's fairly new to the sport, is just my gut feel.
Yeah,
but
right.
She's shown some signs.
Oh, we might be able to find out. But what new or seasoned, one way or another, she's having a contribution today, and the Bombers will be pleased with that indeed. So that's 4 goals, 5. Take nothing away from the Entrance Bateau Bay. They're sitting 5th on the ladder at the moment. They, by virtue of the solid improvement of the Terrigal-Avoca Panthers, they are just marginally outside of that finals race contention at the moment. We're a long way away from finals, of course, but it doesn't...
Week 3 chop.
Yeah. Mate, finals on my mind in usually February. But it doesn't mean that the Blues, they will gain fast ground and momentum through the course of this year. I reckon they will contest that 4th spot with much vigour, I would imagine. Foot race now. Thompson gets hold of it. Free kick's going to go the way of the Blues. Molly Jackson's having a really solid day today, doing some great 1%ers, and has picked up a 50-metre penalty as the ball wasn't given to her on the full, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, so, spot on, Chop.
So Molly Jackson really doing her part today. Kick. Probably affected midway through the marking contest there was Jasmine Bender. Walkerton just clipping her as she was bringing it down. Murphy now with a mark. Always a consistent contributor to this women's side is Leah Murphy. Down the wing, looking for my mate Cass. Wheels around, inboard. She's got an option there and goes for it. Does well. Now it's a foot race. Emily Thompson will get to it first, but she's hot on her heels and making some ground right there. I haven't got a name for that player. I'm going to have to look at the updated team sheet, but she did very well. Bombers now kicking toward their goal. Big bomb, bounces, dog legs, and invariably we get a minor score, Shane. Let's see if I can pick up a couple of players I don't have on the current team sheet, mate. So I'm just going to...
No, fair enough. No, Bombers a little inaccurate, 4-6. We saw that with the men's too. Their first quarter and a bit was a little bit wayward. Then they straightened things up and went on a goal party after that. So.
It was a goal party, wasn't it? It was a golden age, one could say. As the Bombers chop off the re-entry kick from the Blues here, and we'll have another crack at it. So Kessler, she's looming dangerous. Batten, who kicked them a goal moments ago. They're under pressure here, the Blues, and a toe poke towards the sanctity of the boundary line was a wise decision, all things considered. And we'll have a throw in, albeit still in a hazardous region for the Entrance Bateau Bay. I want to work hard here. If you have a look over at the scoreline, Warners Bay, Fayen Oval, the other Anzac Day clash being broadcast here today. And I think it's the final score. Can we give a result?
We can give a result. We'd love to give a result.
Beautiful. Let's give a result. I don't know why I feel like I'm letting the cat out of the bag.
No,
that's what we do.
It was on live, remember?
Certainly was. Yeah, they already know. And those of you who don't, well, Cardiff Hawks Women's Cup. They had a convincing win against the Warners Bay Bulldogs women, who are branching out in their women's div. 2 teams at Warners Bay at the moment, but still a little bit to go before they get those top 3 sides a real run for their money. So 72 points to 2 in what would have been a wonderful day out there again for Anzac Day at Fayen Oval. Looping hand pass over the top here. Killarney Vale stringing possessions together. And the kick, truly, Mia Wilson never going to drop that. Never, ever. So is she lining up for 2 or 3?
This will be 2. She's kicked a couple of points. She's going to pass here, I think.
All right, so long boot, looking for Kessler, and this is great work. Kessler really formidable up there in the forward line, isn't she? We know what she's like as a midfielder. Hand passes back in board, and some loose checking. Virtually hands one over. And another goal for the Killarney Vale Bombers, which kind of wasn't expecting that. Sort of jumped out and got us that goal, didn't it, Shane?
Yeah, it did. It was selfless from Kessler. It was really great team play. She had the player running past. Her angle was fairly tight, so...
Impressive stuff. I would never have done that myself. But I love that better people than me do that. Oh, gosh. Wonderful work. Well, it's business as usual for the Killarney Vale Bombers, league leaders and reigning Women's Cup premiers. 36 points to 1. Entrance Bateau Bay. No shame in their performance so far, though. There would be many out there who would have expected them possibly to have been trailing by more than this point. So, to those people, enjoy the show here. Long, captain for the Entrance Bateau Bay Blues. Succession of hand passes ends up with Walkerton. Struggling to get time to do an effective kick, Walkerton, but she is getting plenty of them. Kick goes into the forward 50 for the Blues. Picked up on the half volley by the Bombers, and they're out of danger again. Rough stuff going on there inside, and the umpire says, I'll have a ball up. So, Gollage for the Blues. Brings it down. Still a scramble. Hurried kick by the Blues, and they're inside their 50 again. Great defensive work being contributed there by Sky Bailey. Gets them out of danger without too much trouble. Kristen Kessler, the Kess, as we call her here in the commentary box. There's only one. Does well. Gets the ball out clear for her Bombers girls. Ball picked up and played on quickly. I think that was Jacqueline Green on that occasion. And a scramble at the next foray. Blues, they're digging deep, aren't they? They're really having a crack. Like, they're really having an effect at most regions of the drop of the ball.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. Green will look to drive this one deep in. What's she got as a target? If in doubt, go for Wilson. Not able to get over the top there. In fact, not even in the contest.
Madeline Shaw, I think. Is that? Mia Brown, I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying to get it. There was a bit of a mix-up on the team sheet here, and I'm just straightening that out. So apologies to those Blues girls players down there. You all look different from this distance running around down there than what you do in real life, or up close at least. So we're sorting that out now. In the meantime, we'll talk Jasmine Rivers through this forward entry kick. Bounce was picked up beautifully by Paige. She's been active in the last 5-10 minutes. She follows up her hand pass with a kick, puts it up high, and a goal will be scored here. Jacqueline Green.
2 on the trot for Green.
Yeah, well, that puts Green, she's level peg with Kess in terms of her goals for the season going into the match. So if they kicked 2 each?
They've kicked 2 each, correct.
So they stay level peg. They like to buddy up in the forward line.
Might be what they're talking about there now, is it? Listen, I'm on the same, you're on the same.
I think they like to buddy up.
Yeah.
What have we got? We got the girls' version of the Santa goals and spoon combination.
Yeah.
I'll have to come up with a good nickname for Kess and Jacqueline Green so that we can...
Well, don't forget Mia Wilson. The three
well,
amigos.
She's streets ahead on the goal kicking tally. They can be a trio. No problem with that. And a free kick now. Jasmine Rivers has been active in recent moments. Kicks out wide. And now the ball is in the hands of Emerson Squires. She's had a pretty good day so far today. Oh, that was clever. I like that by Ashley Page. Far out. That'll just about win you a Scene Stealer award without anyone else doing anything.
That was neat, wasn't it?
Well done, Ashley Page. That was outstanding. And the goal in the end went to Gracie Jurek, beneficiary of some very clever, I guess we could call that handiwork. Couldn't we?
Very handy.
Very handy. So the Bombers extend their lead 7-6-48. Siren blows, and a good first half for the Killarney Vale Bombers. A good first half for the Entrance Bateau Bay as well, who, although they lead by 47 points at the halfway mark, are showing great signs and great balance. And like their men's counterparts, I think they're just lacking a spearhead to help them finish off. And when you're playing a side that's got 3 of them, it can be a tough day out, can't it, Shane?
Sure can, Chop, sure can. We're going to take a break thanks to Belmont 16s. We'll be back after half-time with all the second half action. Stay tuned and we'll see you then. Well, Chop, I did a bit of digging in the halftime break to find out a little bit more about Jade Batten.
I thought you were going to say, because we want to get rid of you, Chop.
No. She is she's a mad CrossFitter, rugby league player, and a recent convert AFL. So very sporty, but only a second or third game of AFL. And served for 8 years, I think it was, in the armed services. So very passionate.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Great to see. So a big day for Jade Batten, no doubt. And she's a ferocious competitor. There's no doubt about that. We love that type of tenacity. So, well, welcome to Australian rules football, Jade. You're going to fit in just fine, as we can see.
I tell you what, out in that Killarney Vale club rooms, it is 2-up time out there, and it's very raucous.
I'm so busy listening to my own voice, Shane, I keep forgetting to shut that door, mate. So I do apologise, and thank you for being across everything.
I'm just disappointed we didn't duck out there at half-time and clean up on the 2-up floor, Chop. We could have made some cash.
That's great. It is the one day of the year where it's not only okay, but welcomed, isn't it? So, great tradition. And a free kick going the way of the Blues. They've been very tenacious with their tackling this afternoon, which is very pleasing to see. A lot can sprout from there. The kick on this occasion finds the boundary line, and there'll be another throw in.
And it is half-time over at Fayen Oval in the Men's
Shane,
Cup game.
Reveal
it's an 11-point game, so at quarter time it is 21 points, so it's 3-3 to Warners Bay to... I think it was 10. Sorry, I've forgotten now. But it's 11-point game anyway. So Cardiff really taking it up. A couple of goals from a fast-running Muirhead from Cardiff. And they are looking like they're going to take it up to Warners Bay today.
Well, we'll stay tuned for that one as the Bombers drive it towards the goal.
There it is.
And that was an outstanding kick. Is that...
I'll tell you what, put Green into your bag raiders territory.
Yeah.
That's her third.
I'm calling her Green Lights because she just keeps on going, doesn't she? Jacqueline Green Lights just straight through there for her third for the day. Just nudging that bag raiding territory. And the Bombers continue on with their fine season so far. It's going to be an exciting year at the hangar, isn't it?
Yeah, they're looking good. They're looking real good.
We resume play in the middle. A little bit of argy-bargy going on there. That's good to see. Some physical sportsmanship, just testing out the waters against your direct opponent. The ball in the hands now of Walkerton. She's had about 50 possessions so far. That one, a very effective one. Found a teammate in Rachel Crane a little further afield. That kick almost got to its desired target, but now the ball's with Beth Wood. She wheels around on the right boot, looking for her teammate Zoe Naylor a little further afield. A little struggle there, battle between those two players. I've been quite pleased with Lily Crane in recent minutes. She's having quite a day for the Blues in the number 49.
That'll be a lasso.
We've got our lasso, folks.
I think. Oh no, umpire's going to throw it in.
I've got to say, Shane, they haven't really
played
that
was
too
straight
much
off the
of
boot
a
anyway.
part. So I sort of feel like maybe I was making a storm in a teacup now the last two rounds because I've barely noticed them. But I'm going to have to stay committed to my my intentions. So as the Bombers gather the ball on the wing, a couple of hand passes. That last one errant. And now scramble at ground level. She's walking and she's gutsy, isn't she? She's in amongst everything. If that ball stops any longer than about 3 seconds, you can guarantee Walkerton will be in amongst it, as she was there. Big kick. This time, though, chopped off. What is that? Bethwood, I think. Got her kick away. Option in the middle, but there's two Blues. Should be able to raffle this and gather it between them. No, they are turned inside out by Ash Page. Her hand pass is effective, and they're off again now. Bombers have control. Currently in the hands of private player, not on the list, number 22, so we'll go with player.
That was a solid mark from Kess there. Stood up.
Has a tendency to do that with most things she does on the field, doesn't she, Kristen Kessler? But Walkerton, so does she. zippy as you like, sends it back from whence it came. No mark taken on that occasion. And a free kick given. That's some great defensive work by the Blues. They are matching it in a lot of areas against the Bombers. The scoreboard, unfortunately, isn't one of them. Tends to be relatively significant in the end of the day. Kessler now pouncing on the loose ball. She has an option in green further afield. Both a long way away from goal, but they will have somebody they know is very handy in this position, and that being Mia Wilson. Arja Long doing everything she can to bundle her off balance and does well. The ball goes outboard. Back in the hands of Gridges. They followed that ball up well, those girls. And coming flying, Taya White. Oh, no, that's not Taya.
Might be Jurek, is it?
It's Gracie Jurek, yes it is. But she flew Jonathan Brown-esque in that effort to mark that and did well. She's lining up for her second. And I would say she'd be high probability to nail this one, and does indeed. 9 goals to the Killarney Vale Bombers. They are well and truly in control of this. And outstanding effort. They are a very strong outfit and guaranteed to feature deep into September again in 2026. So many of the very familiar faces and names on that list. And I always believe that's a key and core ingredient to building a dynasty in football, and the Bombers women's division is certainly one of those. Can they do a three-peat, Shane?
They want to. They definitely want to. I don't know whether you've had a chance to listen to the Mark and the Mike latest episode, but Bethany Wood and Brooke Turner are on there with Ollie, and they're really hungry for that three-peat.
Well, it seems to me that there is a voracious appetite for success here at the Adelaide Street Oval amongst the Killarney Vale playing groups, and we'll see. They will certainly feature late into the year. It's that goal not scored.
She must have been through the point post when she kicked it, wasn't she?
Yeah, it might have been rushed over, actually, but close. And a communal sigh settles across the Killarney Vale faithful here as the long shadows start to reach across Adelaide Street. Ground looks in wonderful condition.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does. Long kick inboard now. And Dispossessed Batten does very well there. Gets a hand pass out. And it's in the hands of Mia Wilson, who has another strike at it. And this time, she's well inside her Goldilocks range and makes no mistake. Mia Wilson, 3 for the day, am I right?
2, just her second.
Just 2.
A couple of points. She's been a little wayward.
Right, well, if I'm going to wear this Bombers scarf all week, she's got 2 and just over 1.5 quarters to go to kick 3. Oh my God, she's so capable.
Have you got the scarf yet, or do you need to get knitting?
No, I'm going to have to ask the Killarney Vale committee to give me one for free. I know who's got the key to the storeroom. I heard them over talking earlier. So. I actually am on a campaign to collect a piece of merchandise from every club, Shane. So I've got a few bits and pieces here and there, but I'm trying to talk every club into giving it to me willingly. on a local footy commentator's wages, it's hard to acquire otherwise. And a free kick now going to Gollage. She's been good today. She's been really solid, holding up the ruck and covering some great ground. And she's had a number of possessions at really critical moments. So good stuff to Jess Gollage, a real leader's knock today. Long kick. It's in dispute now, the ball. Walkerton, believe it or not, she's involved in that. Chopped off by Bender. Hand pass further afield. In the hands of Rivers now. Out to Kessler. Great combination of players there. Batten showing desperation, diving for that. Couldn't reel it in, unfortunately. The Blues come to try and call on a surrender from the Bombers here. Larger Long trying desperately to get hold of it. Can't do it. Rivers just got one bit of friendly fire in the head there. Didn't slow her down at all. And we'll have a ball up. It's a great atmosphere at Adelaide Street Oval. Always some seem to get a relatively big and jovial crowd. What happened there?
sort of an airy kick, and
yeah, well, the free
maybe
kick,
maybe missed the ball.
I
I'm
need
not
to
sure.
know what that free kick was for. What was the penalty for?
I'm not sure whether she connected with the boot, so it may have been an incorrect disposal.
Right, okay. Oh, God, I don't know if I even saw that. But anyway, it's behind us, isn't it, Shane? Let's move forward. Long kick, heading in the Zurich direction, and Zurich takes that one down literally from the stratosphere. Kick towards Mia Wilson. She's gathered it, looking for options around. Hand passes back to Zurich, who followed that ball up well. Another free kick going, this time held without the ball. So not getting much luck in the run of things here, the Entrance Bateau Bay. When you're up against the best in the business, it's tough enough as it is. A couple of free kicks going against them, making it a little dimmer. Zurich.
Oh,
she hasn't, has she?
She has.
She has. Gracie Zurich, take a bow. 2 in a row from her. Absolutely barnstorming, thunderstruck of a goal from way downtown. And the Killarney Vale Bombers, 11-7-73, 0-1-0, the Entrance Bateau Bay, battled manfully or probably inappropriate? Womanfully.
Personfully.
Woman, can you say womanfully?
I don't know, personfully? I don't
Yeah,
know.
personfully. Okay, yep, personfully.
They've been battling, but listen, the scoreboard is telling a pretty dire picture. 73-1 is flogging territory, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess it lends itself to remind us that the Entrance Bateau Bay, very, very new to top-tier competition. They're a club that is placed dubiously between the two twin towers of the Central Coast, being the Terrigal Avoca Panthers and Killarney Vale, two very long-established clubs from way back in the 70s, built on success and achievement. And the Entrance Bateau Bay, although they've existed for a long time, they've only just entered top-tier competition in recent times and have done so well since they have emerged. So,
Well, they might just win the best-looking Anzac jumper today, too. Their strip is outstanding.
well, if you're going to announce that, do it when you're outside the gates of Adelaide Street Oval. I fear for your health and safety otherwise, but I do agree.
The poppies do look good, but the...
I do agree. Wonderful kick inside now, so they're still under pressure, the Blues. The 3 getting drawn to the ball there. Then when the ball goes outside of that range, all of a sudden they're caught out of position as Mia Wilson wheels around and nearly knocks a goalpost clean over.
Well, maybe she's had a look at the forecast and she thinks it's a bit hot for you to be wearing that scarf all next week. Maybe there's some warm weather on the way and she's just trying to do you a favour.
Yeah, well, that's nice of her because, if it's raining and blustery and, barely above 12 degrees, then I won't be so thankful. But I don't think it's going to be that because New South Wales has finally decided to turn itself on for us with the weather, and I think we've had the best run of weather for the last 3 weeks. Well, we've never not had a washout round in the first 3 rounds, so thank you very much. What is it? What's that place called? CSIRO. Thank you for not...
Bureau of Meteorology? No, the CSIRO.
No, the one that put all the chemicals in the air, but that's another...
Jade
that's
Batten
a
has
different
just
podcast.
gone right back into that.
Oh.
And she's still down, unfortunately.
So we'll keep an eye on Jade, but she is that type of player that she's
gutsy,
head over the ball.
Yeah, she looks like she might be getting up now.
It's in the hands now of Caitlin Preston. And she covers some great ground there. Hand pass to her captain, Kess. Back in board now. That was Butler, I think. Now it's Walker that does well to chop it off completely. Kick's not as effective as she would have liked. It's probably the only deficiency I see in Walkerton's game, I think, is sometimes her kicking is not quite as accurate as I'd like, and she'd be an absolute devastating weapon if it was accurate with every single time.
Well, listen, I think she's a bit like, say, Bonnie Swan of 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Same,
you're right.
Similar sort of player, and then, with squad training and with development, that really tied it up for Bonnie, and we've seen her go on and on. I think Evie will be the same.
Yeah, she certainly will. Well, when she fine-tunes and calibrates that radar with her kick, I mean, she gets 1,000 kicks a game.
Yep.
And, by percentages, enough of those go to target to be effective. But when she gets them all in, oh, Shane, how about that? That one's caught me completely off guard. And a wonderful kick. And there's a goal celebration. I'll take that. That's outstanding work there by Zoe Naylor. She enjoyed that indeed. and caught us completely off guard here in the commentary box. Outstanding goal. Killarney Vale just pile them on. Cruising along. 12-8-80 plays the Entrance Bateau Bay 0-1-1. Not disgraced the Entrance Bateau Bay, though. It will be a tough day for the club overall, but not disgraced. Some highlights out there for players along the lines of Molly Jackson. I think she's had a great day. Evie Walkerton, well, we mention her every 30 seconds. Jess College, she's going up for the ruck now. She's clearly concedes height, I should say, but is having a really good game. Kick on that occasion by Jasmine Mandy. She kicks it out wide. The foot race on this occasion, though, is won by her namesake, Jasmine Bender, who kicks it back. Pick up by a player there, and she's got options further afield. Kicks long, goes above the head of the pack forming. Walker, she got rid of that. Could have been dispossessed after she got rid of it. Umpire says no, letting it run a little bit today, this umpire. And going down towards Kessler now. Comes off the toe and over the boundary line. But inside the 50, so no free kick. A lot of conditions on that rule, isn't there, Shane?
We're getting there, Chop, though. We're learning it.
Yeah, we certainly are. We're getting our heads around it. Yep, so pick up here now. That's by the Bombers. That was Taya White, sorry. Ball's long and high. Oh, no. That was a heavy head clash there for Kessler. And, brought down in a... That's a free kick all day long, umpire. Hold on a minute. I just need to gather my thoughts. What happened there? So, back onto the play. Kick out of bounds on the full. So, a free kick will finally go to the Blues. And they can rightly feel that's long-term overdue. But
Kessler bounced up from that head knock, thankfully. Jade Batten from the earlier knock, though, did come off the ground. So, they'll give her a quick concussion check, and we may or may not see her.
Hopefully she's okay and can see out the rest of her Anzac Day experience. Kessler, not worried whatsoever about her head clash. And she kicks inboard now. That's a great mark by Lily Crane. She's been good in this second half for the Blues especially. I like the looks of her. One of two Crane girls out there. I imagine they're related. And the kick inboard gathered on that occasion by Ashley Page, who's also been effective in this game today. They're okay, the Blues. They're under pressure all the time, the Blues defence, but they keep on keeping on. Ball's coming back to the dangerous spot, but there's the other Crane right there.
Could you say, Chop, the Cranes are giving their team a lift?
That is wonderful, Shane. That is commentary after my own heart right there. Yes, that's exactly what they can say. They're getting a lift from the Cranes. Oh, thank you. That's going to make my highlights real, Shane, that one. Well done. Oh, well done. That's so good. So, but in all fairness, they are certainly getting a lift from the Cranes. They are playing quite well between them. Ball now with the Bombers. They keep forging towards the goal. Walkerton comes and ruins the party. Whistle for what? Finding some of these decisions a bit confusing, Shane, I've got to say. I don't know. I don't even know whose kick it is.
No, I don't think the players do either.
Okay. All right. I'm sure they're there. Not very visually clear. So, I didn't see the umpire's gesture either, so I wasn't too sure what it was about. But I'll get over it. Here we are. Bombers surging again. Now, that's a free kick. Have I forgotten how the game's played? Oh, my goodness me. All right. Okay, interesting. As the kick is taken by Jasmine Rivers and a mark taken. This time it is Taya White. And Taya White is a standout because she has that brightly coloured ribbon in her hair every time she plays. And usually it's a different colour. I don't think she has a standard colour choice, but it's always bright like that one. So Taya White, young star, called her name a lot today, and totally mozzed her on that kick. So 1 point for her, but a good mark taken nonetheless. So a little let off there by the Entrance Bateau Bay, but I think they've earned that. They've been quite gallant in the last 5 minutes, and personally, I think probably a little ripped off with a couple of decisions that have been made. But what would I know? As the ball comes back into play now, off hands, no mark taken. Blues might get the run of it here. They've got numbers around it, but the siren will say, no, that's enough. Go have a rest. 3/4 time here, Shane. Any comments?
Well, it was tough going for the Entrance Bateau Bay. They have been fighting really hard, though. They've showed plenty of resolve around the ground, which is really good to see. Evie Walkerton's been fantastic. Some good support there, but just probably not enough. Killarney Vale, though, strong across the field, and the scoreboard reflects how dominant they are.
I was going to say, Shane, it felt like they scored less that quarter, but I just looked at the quarter by quarter and realised it was actually the highest scoring quarter.
Yeah.
So anyway, clearly, so what would I know? Let's go to a break. We'll be back for the final quarter of this very special Anzac Day match, round 3 of the AFL HCC Black Diamond Cup Women's Div. 1 quarter to go to wrap up our Anzac Day feature match. The Black Diamond Cup Women's Division, top tier, Killarney Vale are leading, travelling the Entrance Bateau Bay. And quite significantly too, not entirely unexpected given where the Killarney Vale Bombers women's program is, very advanced and reigning premiers. But the Entrance Bateau Bay are showing plenty to get the fans excited about, especially for the future. Battling very hard, Shane, and amongst most of it, just struggling with the finish at this stage. But it won't be the case forever, will it?
No, certainly not. No, they had a good win last week, and they'll take plenty out of this one. So we spoke with Scott Tim during the week, and they're very level-headed. They know where this group's at, and they'll work with them to push them ahead that little bit further.
They're an innovative football club, the Entrance Bateau Bay. You only have to look at their online presence for a couple of minutes to see that. They placed themselves uniquely in the market of the competition, and I feel confident that that's going to pay dividends for them in the time to come. Certainly their social media stuff I would imagine would be very appealing to a younger demographic, and hopefully that translates to signatures and arrivals and just a great development for their top tier Cup aspirations, because they're just new in Cup in both men's and women's. But I actually think they're ahead of schedule in terms of where their development is for being so fresh into the top tier.
Yeah, no, agreed. And Chop, just in that last bit of play there, Jade Batten back out on the field, so the Medicos have given her the all clear and she's back out running around.
I would imagine somebody with the surname Batten would be relatively rugged as a general rule.
And pro CrossFitter, I was told, so she's tough as tough, I'd imagine.
That's outstanding. Well, fitness is a key ingredient to this game as the kick goes long down into a dangerous spot. Taya White there for the Bombers. Desperate at the end. Here's that person we're talking about, Batten, who showed a clean set of heels there. There was a little bit of left to right sidestepping, but maybe a few more weeks in the game to fine-tune that kicking technique coming over from rugby league. But she looks like she's certainly going to fit in very comfortably into the women's senior side, and once she fine-tunes those skills, she's going to be a great contributor to the Bombers outfit. Who have you liked in terms of scene-stealing level of performance so far today, Shane?
Listen, Kessler's been great. Green's been great. Yeah, I probably get sucked into the forwards. I always do. It's Green or Kessler for me so far.
Yep. It's a tough one because the Bombers have been so consistent that there is no one standing out for me. And what that ends up invariably doing is making a top contributor for the other side stand out. Now, I'll probably get lynched if I was to pick the Entrance Bateau Bay player on Anzac Day, given the scoreline.
Yeah, listen, I think you're leading towards Walken, and I'm assuming.
As Mia Wilson kicks 4 or 3?
3.
3, okay, 3. All right, so not that I mind wearing a Bombers scarf at all, but it could be warm, that's all. Walkerton probably is the standout performer for me from the Entrance Bateau Bay, but at the same time, it'd have to be superhuman just about to take away from the Bombers outfit, I think.
She's
Shane.
been good, but I don't know. I can allow a scene stealer for an 87-point loss at the moment. Not that I make the rules.
Mate, look, where I am right now, being at Adelaide Street Oval, and
you're talking about getting lynched on the way out.
Yeah, what my hopes are for the future will lend itself to playing it safe and picking a bomber. So. Like the looks of this player too.
She's been great, yep.
Yep, good kick. Taya White, she's chiming in a bit late in the game. Takes a good mark, surveying her options. She's got plenty. The Bombers just keep providing them. Ashley Page tried that little backward hand tap again there. Wasn't quite as effective as the first time she tried it. In amongst it now. White's got the ball again, does well, turns her opposition inside out, handballs it to Mia Wilson, which is the percentages thing to do. Mia Wilson a little off on this occasion. was going to join me on the mixed grill chat last night, and was busy working, but sent the next best thing, or some would say the equal best thing.
Yes, just
Kristen
be careful
Kessler.
what you say there.
Yes, exactly. I'm very mindful of that these days. Kristen Kessler instead, and I just got to say, I got a wonderful feeling from Kristen Kessler. She sounds a wonderfully warm human being, and I really enjoyed chatting with her. So it was only a short chat because I had bag graders coming in left, right, and centre. Ryland Hoffman, Zach Munzella, Hoffloader.
Oh, I look forward to it coming out.
Yep. Yes, it could be sometime in the next year or so. So stand by as the kick goes in now. Scrimmage. They're working hard, the Blues. They haven't stopped. They really haven't dropped their heads or dropped their bundle, and I love that about the character of this football club. Really impressive. So ball up now. That's Murphy and Golich, and Murphy gets the better of it on that occasion, but Arja Long is tackled without it. She's been like I'm reading it all wrong today. We're not on the same page, me and umpire number 2, I don't think. Mark had a good, strong, solid mark taken on that occasion by Jacqueline Green. She gets it to Mia Wilson, who wheels around on her left boot, puts it in the path of a rampaging Batten, who kicks a wonderful Rovers goal. I swear she has gotten better with every minute of this game, Dave Batten, hasn't she?
For someone's only a few games in, I think every minute is a significant percentage of time they've played the game. So, she'll get better every quarter. She'll get better.
Do you know what? She's like a commentary box AI. With every comment I enter into it, she learns and gets better. Well done, Jay Batten. Good day for you, indeed. I reckon I might give it to her.
Well,
she's certainly stolen the scene as
far as going back on that mark where she ended up going off the ground. That was courage, and that personifies the Anzac Day game, and she has stolen the scene.
She got a knock, and she went back out there. She's kicked a goal. She's new to the game, and look, by virtue of definition of scene stealer, it's meant to be the player who effectively is most, broadcast savvy. So, who we've enjoyed calling the game over most of all.
Well, there we go.
That.
I'm liking where this is heading.
Yeah, well, that's my intention of that match of the round winner is not just, doesn't have to be the absolute best on ground. Sometimes that is always a scene stealer, but someone who really catches the eye of the broadcast and the broadcast team and makes the broadcast better for it. And Jade Batten's certainly done that. So now the Blues, still chance for a Blues player though, as the ball is mopped up there by Caitlin Preston. She kicks it. That's an unusual body movement there, and a free kick going the way of the Blues. Be taken by Indiana Martin, and she's calling for somebody to present. Walkerton does, but the kick goes over her head. She tackles Leah Murphy high. Let's see if I got this one right. And I have indeed. Good. I go through to the lightning round. And Leah Murphy looking for something further afield. Somewhat of the sting has been removed from the game now. That was a great take and a marked takeoff. Unfortunately, the kick did not complement.
Well, I think in the shadows, I think she actually saw a player, but I think in the shadows, the two dark jumpers and the dark shorts, I think she's actually picked out the opposition by mistake.
Yeah, right. She's got to look for the dawn on the front of the Guernsey with beautiful, absolutely beautifully designed Anzac Day Guernsey for the Entrance Bateau Bay. They've really embraced the spirit. They might not be the home team today, but they really embrace the Anzac spirit.
The poppies on the black with the red poppies for Killarney Vale also looks damn good as well.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I love both these outfits.
Yeah, I liked Corey Shackleton's explanation of the simplicity too of that design. But right now, we are watching a goal attempt.
Oh,
I think that was Squires, but what a mark.
We'll have to get private player's name. She's been real good today.
She's been exceptional. Exceptional. Yeah, another highlight reel specialist.
Straighten her up a little bit too.
Yep.
Thanks, Umpy.
So we get a good look at number 22's skill set here, and it looks like that's just gone straight through. So, well, they are a formidable force, the Bombers, aren't they? A genuine squadron of aerial combat specialists. And we saw that with that mark that was just taken. They are going to run away with this comfortably against the Entrance Bateau Bay, who won't look fondly on their first Anzac Day outing, but without being too critical at all, they've showed up, they've showed the spirit, and they know that there's still a little bit to go for them in their Black Diamond Cup journey, but they are going. The good news is they are heading in the right direction, and they continue to put one foot in front of the other.
Well, once again, we've triple figured here. So as far as Anzac Day stats go, the Hunter Clash has never had 100 points scored in it. Yet the Central Coast Clash has been a ton each time.
Can we have a look at that? The match up there, that would still be going, wouldn't it, Shane?
Yeah, that'd be in the second quarter.
Right. Second quarter, and we've got another score here, which is the minor one.
Player fell there, or are you?
My phone just went flat, so no internet. But that's not unusual for me.
Let me quickly see what I can find.
As we wait for the board
so
to
it is.
Play.
Must be close to half time. It is 8:7:55 Warners Bay, 4-1-25. So a 30-point lead. Sometime in the second quarter, I can't quite see the time on that one, to Warners Bay. Yes, so the Bulldogs out by 30 points. You're asking too much of the bloke who's also on the camera at the moment. But next stoppage,
I'm just going to piggyback. I'll piggyback your internet, and everything will be fine. Yeah. So we still got virtually half a quarter to go here in this game, but certainly the spark and the sting well and truly out of it. You can usually tell that by the commentary teams getting so sidetracked and speaking of other things, but we're not now. And Killarney Vale trying to string a little bit of play together. They've still got a little bit to go. It's business for them as usual. They are playing towards another grand final and another premiership again in 2026. They're very serious about it. So there'll be no chance of them taking their foot off the accelerator between now and the finishing line. As Taya White takes a big kick, and Batten probably lost it in the sun there by the looks of things, but manages to keep it in a safe enough spot for the Bombers to let Ashley Page kick to Kristen Kessler, and Bombers get another goal. So textbook stuff. And Batten, the soon-to-be anointed round 3 scene stealer, was important in that little foray of events. And we'll go back to the middle. Killarney Vale likes to thank Diggers, especially today. I think they had a significant contribution to the day's ceremonial events.
Gage Road Breweries.
Yes.
And
Michael at Gage
Mortgage
Road Breweries.
Choice.
What a great guy.
Umby.
Murphy's down. Sorry, kicks long.
Let's not forget our Entrance Bateau Bay sponsors as well, Chop.
Absolutely not. Well, the Bottle-O, I believe, is also a sponsor of a couple of their players, one of their great sponsors. RSL New South Wales, the Entrance Long Jetty RSL. Big thank you to them. And Endeavour Marine, who might get a call from me soon, given I've got 4 boats that don't run.
What do you, instead of fixing them, you just buy a new one?
Yeah, I kind of do, right. Mate. Yeah, it's difficult to mow my lawn nowadays, but we're getting there. More about that during the week, of course, as Evie Walkerton pounces on it for the Blues. She hasn't stopped. She's been gallant all day long. Jasmine Bender wins the race to that loose ball and does it well, decisively. Wheeling around, right boot, high ball, Walkerton in it again. She's great. I'm such a fan of Evie Walkerton. She is just gutsy and does not stop. So we'll throw in now as we head towards the final 5 minutes of the match. What a wonderful Anzac day it has been. Outstanding performances by the Killarney Vale Bombers. Murphy probably held in that tackle too long, I would say. Well done, Daryl. Always on point, Daryl Luck. And a good tackle there is rewarded with a free kick. Blues kick it long. They're inside their 50. A late goal would be just nice, wouldn't it? You want to see them achieve that. Kick clears the 50. Green takes that mark. She's a great contributor to the Bombers. On the scoreboard and around the ground. And her kick finds Page with relative ease, all out on her own. Long kick forward. No mark taken. And a scrimmage, little fight. We'll have a ball up here. Just trying to get an update on that Horns Bay match in the Men's Cup division, but my electromagnetic disruptor field that I carry around with me is really going overboard. And instead, the Bombers, long kick down, 4 minutes to go left in the match. It is sewn up for the Bombers. But a couple of free kicks. I tell you what I'm hoping for now. I'm hoping for an Entrance Bateau Bay goal before the day's done, Shane.
Be good to see, wouldn't it?
It would be very good to see. I'd probably even rise from my seat if it was to occur, I reckon, because they've worked so hard. They totally deserve it. Lily Crane, she's been great today. She's one to watch. Ball goes out of bounds. Not far away from a result. And it's been an outstanding Anzac Day. I just love Anzac Day football, Shane.
It's been real good, hasn't it?
Yep.
Both on the ground and in the pre-game ceremonies as well. Really outstanding.
A really great job done here. Respectful, gracious. It was really, really good. I've enjoyed the day here indeed.
And I don't know how many spectators there are. It must be close to 95, 96,000, I think. It must almost be a full MCG's worth out there. It's a big crowd.
Today, yeah, easily. Easily. I think they broke the record last year, which was 0 because we didn't have Anzac Day.
There's a great feel here, it really is. And they've just been playing 2-up out in the rooms behind us. And the Barbie's been cooking up a storm all day. It's been a wonderful day of on-field and off-field action. Yeah,
it certainly has. Gotta love community footy. And a foot race now. Going the direction of the Killarney Vale Bombers. Jackson. Hand passes wide. Crane. High kick. Rushed. Not to anyone in particular. Chopped off in the end. By Squires, I think it was. And now it's high again. Good marking effort by those two players there. Both seem to hurt themselves in that contest. Keep an eye on that.
Well, that might bounce through.
That's going to bounce through. That's a goal. That's a great goal indeed. They just...
Oh, and a celebration too, Chop.
Whoa, what did... Oh, it's turned. My head was turned. What was it, Shane?
There's a little bit of something above the head. Oh, that player down.
Well, I can't wait to see the replay of that. Thank you so much for that... for that goal celebration. I think it could be the first one for the year, which I'm going to change very quickly, Shane, by the way. I've got a campaign starting this weekend, I've decided.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Been really disappointed with the goal celebration or lack thereof by clubs, and I'm just not having it.
Well.
So, you think being this excited about football commentary comes naturally? I need the players to start contributing.
Well, there's a call out to all the players. Goal sillies, that's what we want.
Yep. Go silly for a goal silly. That's the campaign this year.
I love it.
All right, let's do it. I'm launching it this week because I'm sick and tired of people just running straight to the interchange bench. A little lazy high five, chat with the coach, and nothing else. I want to see it. Engine started, trees climbed. I want to see the Macarena.
Yeah,
Whatever
okay.
you've got, start rehearsing. Let's see
Love it, love it.
inching down towards the last play for today.
Oh, there's a bit on here in the middle too.
There is indeed. Oh, that's probably not sure if that's entirely called for.
Well, just like in the men's in the last sort of 20 or 30 seconds of the game, there's a bit of fracas. And
Yeah.
the girls getting right into it.
I think there's a glitch in the matrix, Shane. We've just seen a women's version of the men's game. But it's all over, and probably thankfully for the Blues at the end of the day, they've been comprehensively beaten by 113 points by the rampaging Killarney Vale Bombers, who, let's face it, are out-and-out favourites now. I see them being very much a feature at the top end. We've seen Newcastle City Blues, and we've seen Killarney Vale Bombers, and we've seen the Cardiff Hawks. And I think the Bombers are looking the goods at the moment, Shane.
Indeed, as Evie Walkerton almost chaired off the ground by the opposition there.
Chaired off?
She was a bit of fun. In good spirits, good spirits.
Of course it is.
It's been a wonderful game, Chop.
Who do we pick?
Jane Batten is our scene stealer. Fantastic work.
Congratulations, Jane Batten. We look forward to having a chat with you during the week. This week, you had a wonderful game indeed. We'll wrap that up, Shane. Been wonderful working with you on Anzac Day, mate. Can't wait. Do we have a broadcast next week?
We believe we will, yeah. Why not?
Wonderful.
Let's say we will.
How good is that? See you next week, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and bye for now.